Welcome to the Roy Rundown, a podcast designed to share insights and secrets from top experts in the college sports landscape, guiding you along your own path to success. Join us in real time as we build Roy, dive into the latest NIL trends, and uncover stories from the movers and shakers in the sports business space. You'll hear from an all-star lineup of guests, including athletes, coaches, agents, fans, athletic administrators, and more. Whether you're a student athlete, passionate fan, or anyone in between, this is your go-to resource for leveling up in the new age of college sports.
Welcome back to the Roy Rundown. Today we've got another game-changing college athlete joining us. If you haven't seen his performances on the field, I'm sure you've seen some viral clips on social media. I know his interests extend far beyond football, and he's passionate about giving back to the community and inspiring others. A standout football player for the University of Colorado, Jimmy Horn Jr. Jimmy, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Appreciate you being here with us. We're excited to learn more about your upbringing and your football journey and what's next. So I'll just give you a minute to maybe introduce yourself a little bit to the audience, who obviously a lot of people know about how good of a football player you are, but not everyone knows about your upbringing. So talk to me about your upbringing. I know you're from Florida, and how you first got involved with the game.
Oh, okay. I'm Jimmy Horn Jr. I'm from Sanford, Florida, not South Florida, Sanford, Sanford, also known as Bokey, Florida. Really, I first got a football when I was like seven years old. I tried to get on like a football team my first year playing when I think I was like 6, going on to 7. I couldn't get on the field that first year. Not sure why. Then the second year I was able to get on, then ever since then, I just been on the field. Ever since 7 years old, I started off playing Part 1 of football for Sanford Seminoles. And then when I got to 6th grade, I started playing Part 1 of football with I played 3 years. I played 3 years with Sanford, and then I moved to Deltona, and I played with Volusia Titans for a year. And we had a pretty decent team. We went to nationals, and we lost like the second game. Got tore up out the frame. And then my 6th grade year, I went to Lake Mary Part 1. And we was rivals with Sanford Seminoles, the Part 1 team I grew up playing with. Like all them boys, I knew everybody on that team, from the coaching staff to the players. And I just always been a competitive guy. I just love playing ball ever since I first got into it. I used to play other sports and stuff too. I played track. I ran track, played basketball. I did just about anything you could think of, for real.
And so do you remember a time when you realized yourself, you were like, okay, like I'm pretty good at this game. Like I could play at the next level, and I want to play at the next level. Do you remember that specific time for you?
That specific time for me, I really say like, because I always been good though. Like everybody around me, like they always tell me I was gonna go to college, I was gonna go somewhere big, I was gonna be good. But really for me, myself, like I just knew I was different when I was younger, when I first started playing ball. Like I just took the game serious, different than everybody else around me. And I knew like ever since then, when I first got into the game, like this is what I want to do. This is what I'm gonna be good at. And then when I got to high school, about my freshman year, I was pretty good. I played freshman. I ain't go straight though. I was kind of in college with the old head, not college, but high school with the old heads. It ain't like this new generation. Everybody kind of small now. And I was one of them guys that came in high school real small. I was about 5'6", 145, soaking wet. I was a little guy, but I was always good, man. And I just knew that I had the work ethic to get to that next level when I got to high school, for real.
Yeah, you talked about the mindset and the work ethic. I know you talk a lot about your father's influence and how it helped you become disciplined and get that mindset. Talk about that process and how much that helped you and turned you into the player you are.
So it helped me a lot, man, because he used to put me through all type of stuff. It ain't nothing in this world that nobody can do to me that he ain't did. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just talking about like on the mental aspect, you know what I'm saying? So he just prepared me in life for like mental hardship. And I feel like that's taken me a long way. He focused mainly on my mental more than my physical than anything, because he knew like at the end of the day that's what to get you throughout this world, having a strong mental and staying focused on what you want to do in life. And really, when I was younger, he used to have my step brother Jalen. Jalen was like, he was in about 5th grade. I'm in about 3rd grade. I say when I was younger, I kind of hit a early growth spurt. I was kind of tall for my age, and then it got to a point it felt like I wasn't growing no more. I didn't think I was getting no more taller. Step brother Jalen, he was about my young, probably about 5'2", 5'2", about 100 pounds flat. My god brother, my step brother Jalen, my daddy used to line us up on the side of the house. He used to get his football pass. I used to put mine on. Jalen was about 5'10", 200 some pounds. I'm talking about smashing me, knocking my helmet off, all type of stuff, man. That part right there just made me tough. And then just playing ball around the neighborhood with other kids, stuff like the people that I grew up with. You know, we used to play tackle football everywhere, literally everywhere. Wherever you name it, we playing tackle football, grass. Sometimes we used to play this game called sideline part. You play football on the concrete, and we running the ball. You get on the sideline, you get hit, but on the concrete, it's just two hand touch. But I just felt like, I don't know, my daddy, he just put me through a lot of different things, you know, to be where I'm at in life. He did a lot of sacrifices to make sure I was straight. So that's
No
why.
doubt. No doubt. And it obviously worked out. And, I think that obviously helped with your recruiting and getting you to where you are today. So let's talk a little bit about the recruiting process. Obviously, you first, chose South Florida over, some other schools, and that's a big time school. So talk to me about that process. And then eventually I want to, kind of hear that transition to where you got today. So,
Yeah.
what made you choose South Florida and go through that process?
All right. So my senior year was kind of crazy because my junior year I got hurt and I missed most of the season. And I was playing behind O'Shea Baker. O'Shea Baker, he was like that. He had some good schools that were looking at him. You know, that's one thing I learned from O'Shea. Like, just make sure you got your grades right, because you could really get into any college as long as your grades straight. You know, and that's something O'Shea will tell me, because he done been through that process when he didn't have his grades right or anything like that. And in schools, it'd be hard to get in them schools that really want you, especially the big Power 5 and stuff. So really though, my senior year, I focused on making sure I had my grades right. And when that off season hit after my junior, that's when I was able to get that fully healthy and all of that. So I put in a lot of work in that off season. I used to do it. I ain't really have like no trainer that I go to or anything like that. I was just doing my own workouts. I work out with some of my teammates. We was just make up stuff. And we just and it worked. In my senior year, I had a great senior year. You know, it got to the point when I see we got to like playoffs round 2, I think it was. We played Sanford. That was the first round 1. I had got my first offer from Central Arkansas. I don't remember who we played the first round, but I got an offer from Central Arkansas. And I was ready to commit there because I wasn't getting no offers my senior year. Like, I was doing good, you know. Like, every team we played against, I felt like I was the best guy on that field. And then it was kind of tough for me because I didn't think I was gonna get no more offers after that. And then round 2, Sanderwood, that's when I got an offer from Coach Prime to Jackson State. And I was about to commit right then and there. And then right after that, right after Coach Prime offered me, I had got an offer from USL. And no, I got an offer from Georgia. I got an offer from Georgia that like the very next day I got an offer from Georgia. And then I had got an offer from USF the same. Right after I got off the phone with Georgia, USF offered me. And my quarterback from high school, Timmy McClain, he was committed. He was committed to USF. He was a pretty good quarterback. You know, I was just telling him like we could go ahead and take this legacy from high school to college. You know, both of us, we go over here, we could run it, and we could make a brand 9 to 5. He was number 9, I was number 5. And then the
I like that.
highway over there, they call it 95 too. So I was just like, we're gonna go over here, we're make this shape. So I just go to college. I go to USF with you. We just gonna have a good career out here, and life go on and things happen, and then that's when the transfer portal. I'm not sure when the transfer portal open up because I ain't never intend on hitting the portal or anything like that. But I had to hit the portal my sophomore year. I had to go on for the better for me. I got that offer from Coach Prime when he was going to Colorado, and I already knew it came down to him. It came down to Colorado, Penn State, Houston, and I was about to go to Houston with Coach Dan Hogan because I knew he knew how to make plays for his players. I seen how he worked with Tank, and that's what I kind of idolized my game after a little bit. Tank, we kind of play the same a little piece, and that's what Coach Ho was seeing in me, and I would have went there. But it really came down to Houston and Colorado, and I chose Colorado just because that connection I already had with Coach Prime and them boys just from when they was recruiting me in high school. So he had accepted me. I came here, and I've been having a pretty good season. Just been going on, man.
No doubt. Yeah, I imagine obviously that relationship with Coach Prime from the offer from Jackson State helped with that. But I can also imagine that the culture he's built at Colorado and the fan base and the community was also a factor in making that decision. So for someone that's listening that might not, like the audience that might not know much about Colorado, talk a little bit about the school, about the fan base there, and how exciting it is to play for Coach Prime there.
I hear, man, the fan base of Colorado, I could say is for sure one of the best. Every game is packed out, the stadium going crazy. Coach Prime got like a movement going on. He got all these rappers and celebrities coming out the games. It's crazy because in the million years, I'd never imagined that I'd be a part of something like this. I thought I'd just be in college playing ball, but I ain't think I'd be playing ball for one of the greatest to ever do the game, and the people that he bring got. Like I see celebrities. Like I always been the type of person when I see celebrities, I really don't be caring for real. But like I see them now, it's still the same thing. But it's like it's a different celebrity every game though. If you ain't never met somebody that's so high up in rankings, it kind of shock you at first. Like, dang, there's really that person, and they really just be regular people like us too. They be chilling. Everybody come out there, they support us, and Boulder just a nice place. Like Colorado in general, it's a nice place. You barely see trash out here on the ground. The mountains. Every day I wake up, I get to see a great view. I think what's the name of this highway? I had 36 going down the Boulder. It's a great view leaving from Broomfield. It's like a deep, steep hill. The mountains in the background. It's like, I don't know. I can't even explain it because it's just so amazing out here. For real.
Yeah, and so talk about that a little bit. Like I think people obviously see highlights and they see all the culture that Coach Prime is building, but having those resources and him sharing those resources with you and providing that stuff outside the game for all of his players and staff and the university. How do you balance that mentally with, all right, like this is all cool stuff, but at the end of the day, you also are there at school to study, but you're also there to win games. And so how do you balance all that cool stuff, but focusing on you?
That's the main thing right there. Focus on me. That's all I gotta do. That's how I look at it. I just focus on me. I live by this one thing. 365 days in a year. I never trip by one. So I'm gonna focus on me, make sure I'm straight, so everything else around me could be straight. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm in order, who else gonna put me in order? I might need fine tunes and fixes. I could take and learn from them, but overall, I feel like I'm more. I gotta be in tune with myself in order to have the success I want to have, and I gotta believe in the man above. Because without a lot of things, I won't be here without him.
No doubt.
And really, with all the opportunities, like it's a lot of opportunities that come with it. That's the good thing about it. It's a lot of opportunities. It's different things that come. You get hate, love, but I think the best thing that come with this is opportunities, and like it's how I take it and how I work with the opportunities.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good transition into kind of the NIL landscape in general. Is like, NIL is the reality in college sports right now, for
Mhm.
sure. And there's going to be the people that love it and the people that don't want it. But it really is what you just said. NIL is an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity for athletes to maximize their free market value. It's an opportunity for fans to actually get involved now and be more than just a fan, but really support and impact the game. So I guess first, just like your general experience with NIL and what opportunities it's provided you to not only play the game you love, but give back.
Yeah, facts though. Like, I really could see like throughout these years, some like an advice I could give to like the younger cats that's coming up into college. Cause I didn't had a lot of fun, I didn't have people telling me I need to chill out. And I done learned my lesson, man. When you get to college and you get these opportunities with this NIL, man, you just take advantage of it and invest in the right things. This money is like it's free money for real. It's free money that you work hard for. So it's really your job, and you just gotta perform when you getting paid good and all type of stuff. Like, don't let everything get to your head. Just go out there and perform and play, and everything else will fall in line. So, and I feel like you gotta invest in the right things, man, because you'll run through a lot of money and not noticing that you ran through that much money, man. That's just a lesson I learned.
Yeah, I mean that's real life stuff, and I think that's one of the benefits of NIL is
Yeah,
it's real life. And so we talked about obviously Roy, and having Roy as this platform that fans can support directly their favorite athletes. What are some things that you like about the app? I know you talked about a lot of them before. We just talked about the impact. You talked about your teammates, but what are some things you like about the app?
the thing I like about Roy, it's a lot of things that I like about this app. The first one I could see, you get interaction with your friends, get with the fans, you get to answer some of the questions they ask you. But the main thing I could see about this app, which is the best thing about it, it also creates opportunities and it allows us to get paid, and we could also look out for like this app also look out for other players on the team, such as walk-ons and whoever ain't getting as much money as the main people on the team. You know what I'm saying? And this app always come through for them guys, and even for women too, if I'm not mistaken. Even for women that's on different sports teams, like they could use this app to get paid too through different things. Because I know some people not a part of like certain collectives that the schools have, and like this app can like fill in them shoes for them collectives too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talked before and how the walk-on spot hits home for me. But you actually just nailed another great one, is that there's a lot of athletes that are outside the 1% that that deserve the opportunity to make money and earn it. Also,
Right.
they might not be getting brand partnership deals, or they might not be getting huge bags from the collective, but the opportunity for them to maximize this window and make money is powerful. And the other thing that also I want you to talk about, because you talked a lot before about the impact and giving back, and I think that's one thing that you mentioned with some of your NIL money and just money in general. You like to give back, and I know you have some aspirations to build a football facility and give back to your hometown, and really give back to those the youth in your community. So talk
Right.
about that.
Like back home where I'm from, that's like one of the big things I'm planning on and wanting to do. Like, I want to build a nice little facility for like Part 1 of football teams, and I want to do like an indoor outdoor somewhere they could train in and get a good workout in and go out on the field and practice. Cause growing up when I was younger, and it's still the same way a little bit back home, like there's no facilities for the Part 1 team I played for, Sanford Seminoles, for them to go somewhere and just practice. They practice in the field right across from a middle school, and it's just a big field out there where people ride their dirt bikes and all type of stuff. So the field all type of toe up. It's just the thought. I just want to go back home and build something nice for the community. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a blessing. I think, I love that you talked about a lot of that is just using the opportunities you have now and the finances that come with NIL that you've earned to give back. And that's a highlight about NIL that I think not many people talk about. All right, well, I know we talked a lot about NIL, a lot about football. real quick as we start to wrap up here, what about Jimmy Horn Jr. off the field? Right, like everybody knows you're good at football, but like talk about your personality, man. I know you got your dog. Your dog's there somewhere. I know you like to
I
cook, man.
was about to give you a little sneak peek. I don't know where you at. Nah, but me off the field, man. All I like to do is just chill, play the video game. You know, if you want smoke in any video game, just add me on the game. J5 Fleasing. Like I'm like that on them sticks. Call of Duty, Madden, NCAA, boxing, whatever you name it. Golfing. We can even play a golfing game, and I bet I come out on top. But another fun fact about me, man, I like to cook. I got that courage. And if you know me, that's one of my favorite lines to use when I'm in that kitchen. I got that courage. Like my favorite dish to make right now is curry. I done made it. So I just made something like 3-4 days ago. I done ate it all. I've been in that kitchen. I make curry at least once a week. I got a strange addiction to that too. Just like I got a strange addiction to the games. You know,
Video games and curry.
If I leave this earth, let me get some curry chicken before I leave. I want some from the red truck, though. Brother Poison back in Sanford. That's who I want some curry chicken from.
All right, so you got curry. What else you got in the menu? You got dessert. You got breakfast. What else you cooking up back there?
Breakfast pretty easy to make. You know, I can make some French toast. I can make some eggs. You know, I can make some pancakes, grits.
Okay.
I don't eat pork, but I'll make some turkey bacon. You know, what else? Dessert. I'm to my dessert. I made some cinnamon buns for you. I ain't really too much of a dessert guy. I think I got my dessert and desserts mixed together.
Can't go wrong with cinnamon buns.
Yeah, cinnamon buns, you can't go wrong with them. Add a little whipped cream on top. Add a little syrup on there. Pressure. And food, I can make some. I can make really anything. You just tell me I'll make some. You know, I know how to make some good. I just learned how to make oxtails.
Okay, all right. Now we're talking.
I'm trying to make the big boy meals. I don't want to make no hot dogs. I ain't trying to make no hamburgers. That's just something to tickle my stomach. I like to try different things, you know. Even if I don't know how to make it, I go in the kitchen and try it.
All right, we'll talk. I got some international destinations for you, some Asian food, some European food, some Italian food. We'll bring this offline after, and I'll give you some good spots to go to. But no, this is awesome, man. I know I appreciate you coming on.
I'm kind of a picky eater too, though.
Go ahead.
I'm a picky eater now. I don't just eat anything. I'm a picky eater.
Hey, trust me, I'm not going to guide you in the wrong direction. I got you. I got you. All right, so the last thing I got for you here is called the Roy Rundown Rapid Fire. I'm just going to hit you with some questions, and you got to answer the first thing that comes to your mind. This is the last thing. You ready? All right, what's your favorite color?
Green.
If you had to play a sport other than yours, which sport would it be?
Basketball.
If you could have a dream NIL deal, I know you've done a lot of them, what's the first company that comes to your mind?
Dang. You got me right there.
Any company, any new. I know you've done a lot of deals. Any new deal?
Let me get one with Delta.
Ooh, that's a good one. A
deal with Delta.
Who is the funniest person on the team?
Dang. Who is the funniest person? I don't know. I don't even know, man.
Would you put yourself up there?
Yeah, I'm for sure funny.
All right, we'll give you that one. If you could trade places with anyone in the world and live 1 year in their shoes, who would that be?
I don't want to be in nobody else's shoes.
I love that answer.
I don't want to be in nobody else's shoes, man. I like my life. I love my life. I love the way I was raised. I love the way my life going for me right now. Even if it was going bad, I don't want to be in nobody else's shoes, man. Let them live their life.
That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. What's one of your biggest strengths?
I got a couple on. My creativeness.
Love it. Who is one of the first people to really believe in you?
My pops.
What's one of your biggest fears?
Dang. I don't think I got a big fear for real. I'll say driving, falling off a mountain or something like that.
Heights or?
Yeah. No, it ain't heights because I love to fly. I love to do crazy.
That's right.
I'm crazy.
That's right. You want that Delta that Delta NIL deal too. I know you like to fly. All right, last one here. What's one piece of advice that you wish you could give your younger self?
What's some piece of advice I give my younger self? Damn, I could see. What's some advice I can give my younger self? Because I feel like I'm taking all the coaching in that I'm learning in life, and I've been like that ever since I was younger. Really, just keep accepting the coaching. Even when I think it's bad, just keep coaching. That could be through parents, coaches, teachers, everything. Just take them life lessons and use them as lessons.
That's a good one. Great, man. Well, that's all I got for you, man. I know you got a busy schedule. We appreciate you coming on the podcast, man. This was a lot of fun. Yes, we're rooting for you. We know you got a lot of success coming your way, and we're excited here at Roy to follow you. So appreciate your time, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Yes, sir.